Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plat. Purplatypus is the name. Today, we're not playing a game. We're playing the game of life. So, as of recording this, I'm currently sitting at 10,005 subscribers. So, we passed 10,000 subscribers. And we're just going to kind of talk about that today. This is going to be kind of a weird video. I'm sure it's not going to do very popular on the channel, but that's okay. We're just going to kind of talk about where the Plat started on YouTube, how we got here. It's just like, this is a big milestone for me personally. This is very likely the last time we're going to add a digit to the amount of subscribers I have, right? So we are going to talk about where the Plat started, when he started, and then, kind of the journey here. And then after that, we are going to talk about the analytics a little bit, kind of how they've gone over the years. And it's not to brag, because trust me, this isn't my job, but it's like, if what can you expect if you make a channel with 10,000 subscribers and you have a similar content release as I do? I don't know, just to give some insight, but also because I was interested, like when Disguise toasted his video, but obviously he makes big dollars. But I figured I would do a little baby version of that. But let's kind of talk about it. So I started YouTube on this channel, I think even earlier than this. This is May 27th, 2016. So I think I started even earlier, but I deleted a lot of my old videos because I did a lot of like Let's Plays and that were really, really long, like 40, 50 episodes of Fallout New Vegas on like hardcore mode or survival mode or whatever. So I did a lot of that, and then just like a lot of full playthroughs. And I just found that so many of them would get so little views that all my videos got low views. But when I say, in my opinion, a good video would get 50 views, that was like a huge success, right? And so anything that got like 10 views or 3 views or 2 views or, literally zero, I was like, you know what? People aren't going to find, no one's going to, if your first video of a series has 100 views, and you're on episode 47, it's just going to be a fraction of that. You're not going to get a big audience on episode 47, right? So I deleted pretty much all my old stuff. You're going to see a lot of things here with almost no views, like 7 views, 8 views. These are things that I did decide to keep because they were basically important to me in some way. Or they were just like the first of me trying to do this style of content, right? So here's like the review I did for Divinity Original Sin 2, a clip of me and my friends, me getting 100% on Final Fantasy X, the full stream. And then kind of right here, the One Punch Man build with Wizard of Legend is kind of where my YouTube channel, I would say, started in more of its current state. And that was back in 2018. But I've been doing YouTube since before 2016. And actually, even before this, I originally had a different YouTube channel with my buddy Brad here called Critical Hit Gaming. You could still find it. 186 subscribers, 93 videos. And we started releasing this 11 years ago. So what is that? 2013. So a couple years after I graduated high school. This was I think all these videos are here. I don't think we've deleted it. So I think this is really my first forte into really doing these types of videos. I mean, you could hear it. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
Hello there, YouTube. This is Cameron, and this is Brad, and we're about to do a critical hit review.
So it's bad. All right. But, when this is kind of a message I want to get across over the course of talking about this video is when you start making, I mean, even now, I'm not even big, and I'll have people in like real life that know I do some YouTube stuff, or they're like, how do you do YouTube? How do you get started? And really, the truth is, you just start making videos, accept that do your best, accept that they're going to get bad, and then try to make them better every single time. It's going to take a long time for you to get from whatever, even just the comfort level, right? Like, I'm comfortable on camera now. When I did like taking a look at Roguelands, like, I was not comfortable when I did this video. It felt like I was
we already have a few basic potions.
But you know what I'm saying. Just keep working at it. So if we go through the history of the channel, right, I made the channel around this time, and then I was just doing streams mostly, and then exporting streams here. And every now and then I kind of got a desire to do a guide video or something like that, or a review. And then we kind of get here. I've done podcasts in the past, you know, I used to be part of the coalition of salty streamers. It was just a group of people that streamed. We were all super small. We're basically just people with webcams with no clout at all. No one knew who we were, but it was still fun. And it's still fun to be part of a community. Made me feel like I was part of something, I guess. But that was in the past. I hope they're all doing well, though. We just don't talk too much. I still follow some of them on Twitter, and I read their tweets, like making sure they're doing good. Then I tried my hand in Magic back in 2019. This is when I was really into CGB and LVD, Legend VD, Lagon VD. I always forget. These are all ineligible for money. I don't know why. I don't care. Partially blocked. So I went into Magic for a little bit there. And then you're going to see kind of the different eras of Plat. This is all during War of the Spark. I had fun in War of the Spark, and I enjoyed doing the Magic, but it was not, I wasn't that good at it, I suppose. I really enjoyed playing Magic, but I was never that good. And you can see the videos never performed well. I tried for a while. I thought I was doing some pretty good thumbnails. You can see how thumbnails evolve over time, too. Like, in my mind, this was a great thumbnail. I don't think it's a good thumbnail now, because it just so... It just doesn't work that way. You need something shorter and more catchy. But so after I did Magic, I kind of just went back to trying to figure out something I want to do. I gave lots of Magic. I did Magic for quite a while. And then I tried doing Legends of Runeterra. You can take a look here. I switched over to Legends of Runeterra when that came out. I know it's going to be kind of hard to see these thumbnails. That's why I'm kind of talking about it. And so, like, even here, this is not really, like, modern-day Plat. This is even back in 2020, 4 years ago, so, right? Making all these videos. I mean, I have over 1,000 videos. I have thousands of videos, potentially. This is where things really took a turn, though. So we're going to see here, Legend of Keepers. I just started doing, I was like, all right, the card thing isn't working. Maybe I'll try doing a bunch of indie games while trying to mix stuff up. Then this is where things changed. This blew my mind right here. Mega Man Battle Network, but even better. One Step for Eden, Episode 1. I got 839 views. And I mean, most of them were right away. Let's take a look here. If I look at the analytics, like, I got 477 views in the first 100 days. But if we look even at the first, like, couple days, like 20 views in a couple days, 100 views over the course of a month, it was just like, for me, that was a lot of views. But also, I wanted to make a couple videos about it. And then what really changed was when I released this video here, right? You take a look at my views here, right? Best roguelike in years, 839 views, 16 views, 20 views, 43,000 views, 5 essential tips and tricks, one step from Eden. This was the first sign to me that people wanted guide content. I know it seems obvious now, at least to me and to other people, but to me, I didn't understand that people wanted to be told tips and tricks about games, because I'm kind of a person that likes to figure stuff out on my own, so it just wasn't intuitive to me. But there were some things about this game, One Step from Eden, that were either not mislabeled, but like very obtuse. Not obtuse, obscure. They were very triangular. They were hard to understand, so I wanted to make a video making sure people understood that, and boom, it kind of took off. And so I took this more as a sign not to make guide videos, but to do One Step from Eden content. So I started doing more. That I basically went all in on One Step from Eden here. And then you can take a look here. How to win, tips, tricks, another 24,000. And then I started doing runs. And so I did probably over 100 runs of One Step from Eden, 30,000 views, right? Best characters. You gave it a look, like an average run, 500 views, average guide, 30,000 views after all this time. You know, ranking the tier lists, the best spells. And so I played a fuck ton of One Step from Eden. I mean, I'm only episode 25 here, and for probably almost a year, I just started playing. I was One Step Eden every single day. I got 500 subs 4 years ago. So I was halfway to my first 1,000, and that was halfway there. That was I was halfway to monetization, so I was never monetized back there, back then. And so now you can see, like, let's see how many episodes of One Step for Eden I actually did. And then I started getting bored of One Step for Eden, so I started mixing in other stuff. So I started doing some Monster Train. I did a full playthrough of Jade Empire that's still currently on the channel in 2020. I wasn't very optimistic. I actually thought the game was kind of bad, but, you know, regardless, I did do a full playthrough of Jade Empire that is on the episode. Or, sorry, on the channel. And then, let's take a look here. I did a full playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima. That fucking did dog shit. These are all unlisted. You won't even be able to find these. But I did do a full playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima, which I really liked. But it just, like, again, this was one of the issues. People don't watch this shit. It just, like, the videos were doing so bad that I'm like, I got to take them off because they're just gumming up the channel. And no one was enjoying it. But then even through this time, right, I have 41 episodes of Ghost of Tsushima. One Step from Eden is the consistent thing through it all. We're only on 69. I try branching out, doing other games. We're just going to kind of go through all the videos, honestly, because why not? Because this is the journey, right? One Step from Eden, trying to do other things. One Step from Eden. And then we're about to get to the next big switch. Actually, it's not too long after this. It's not too long after this video. This is my first time playing Genshin Impact. I never really played it after that. A little bit of Hades, tried to get it there, but still One Step from Eden until we're almost there. Where is it at? You're going to see there's going to be a giant shift right here. This is kind of where I decided I didn't want to play One Step from Eden anymore. And I started playing an actual Mega Man Battle Network, and I just was done. I didn't have that much fun with it. We're getting there, all right? This is why you guys are watching. You're watching the journey. I did more videos than I thought, if I'm being honest. Look at this. I think I stopped keeping track of the episode number because I was like, who wants to watch fucking episode 100? All right, so this was the next thing. So I was One Step for Eden for a long time. And then you can see my video views started to go down, and I decided, all right, I need to jump to something else. I was not having fun with the game literally at all. And it's kind of scary to leave a game that you're known for, because even if you're not popular, you're popular in that community, which is going to be a reoccurring theme. So I started playing right here. I'm going to see if I can just zoom this in. Yep, that's what you wanted, Plat. You got it. Let's do this. Let's go big. I started playing Dragon Quest Tact, and to this day, the game is shut down now, but up until like the closing of the game, I was still one of the more well-known content creators for the game, even though I only played it for its first like 7 months out of the year. But I released this video, and this was my first mobile game, so I had a whole mobile game phase. And I'm not over mobile games. I still like them, but they're not my favorite. But I went all in every day. Look at this, Dragon Quest Tact, mobile game. It's a gotcha, but I love Dragon Quest. So I even did a little like week. I had basically a structure where I was like, all right, the only way I could create a video every day for the same game is if I have a structure. So it's like I do unit reviews on Tuesdays. I do weekly news reports on Thursdays. I do maybe one guide video a week, something like that. I do a poll video. So like I would have like the structure, and I did this for like 7 months. And again, nothing got like, I was getting 600 views a day, and I felt like the biggest dick in the whole wide world. Like I literally felt like the man. It was very fun. So I did this for a while, and then this is basically where my mobile game started. And so then after this, I kind of got tired of the game, and I let the channel die. I let the channel die many, many times because I just always do. Like, I fully embrace this now, though. This is kind of the lesson I've learned, is I fully let the channel die multiple times by switching games, but now I'm using that to my advantage as opposed to a weakness. I have a full Final Fantasy VI playthrough on the channel still. But you can see I just stopped doing anything, right? My views are back down to 20, back down to 30 after all these years. And so that was sad. I even tried getting back into another mobile game, didn't really work. But after Dislike came out, which wasn't big, I went deep into Octopath Traveler COTC. This is a Octopath Traveler mobile gacha. I already had a bit of an audience with the gacha, and this was the first time my videos, sorry, I'm not a professional here. How do I get this? Where's the button? This. Let's just at least get to where you guys can see the views, right? Oh my God. I don't know why this is structured so fucking bad. Just put the views next to the fucking video, bro. There we go. Views. Views. This is the only thing we care about. There we go. So this was the first time I started to get like 30,000 views on a video. Something like that. This game was huge on my channel. This was the third, like maybe now it's like the fourth biggest game that's ever been on the channel. But I love this game. I genuinely love Octopath Traveler COTC. It just, after you've completed all the content, there wasn't that much to do. And now trying to go back, it's so hard to keep up with all the content. But I did this game for a long while, and this is actually the most important pivotal point. I think Dragon Quest Tact is the most important pivotal point because it got me into mobile games. But the mobile game led me to this mobile game, which led me to Octopath Traveler 2, where Octopath Traveler 2, like, again, I let the game die. I got some okay views, but I literally didn't release videos for like most of a year. But then I did some more Octopath Traveler COTC, but the real reason I came back to COTC was because Octopath Traveler 2 was coming out. And Octopath Traveler 2 was the big one. That's the one that to this day is my biggest game I've ever done. 20,000 views, 20,000 views, 8,000 views. And I just basically went all in on Octopath Traveler 2. Like every day I was releasing a video and it was getting thousands of views. It felt so good. And this is all before the game came out, by the way. This is all before the game came out. And then this video, 50,000 views. That's to this day, I think that's the most views I've had on a video. And then just every video. You can see things that I didn't even release, right? Things that I just, like, I recorded videos with 40,000, 30,000. This game blew up my channel. And this is kind of where I learned that, like, you can see this is where the modern Plat really started, right? You can see the arrow that's in there. You can see post-game farm, how to, like, oh, guides, builds, guides, things you missed. And then eventually, like all things, I got done with the game and there was nothing else going on that I really wanted to play. So again, I let the channel die another time. You'll even see it when we look at the analytics. It completely dies. And I kind of, like, these views are higher than they were before, but I mean, than, you know, when the first or second time it died, but there's still nothing, right? Like, this is nothing compared to what the channel was at. I was trying to get into Honkai Star Rail, but it's just such a clouded market. I was trying to go back to the mobile thing just so I can get some views, but I ended up not really being successful at it, which is fine. Then I started trying to make funny videos, basically. Just videos that I thought would be really, really, like, that I enjoyed. I thought this would be a really good video series right here. It would be, like, in the battle thing, and Mechabellum is this game. You could set up different, like, things to fight each other. And I thought it would be really cool to have 15 fortresses versus 1,000 crawlers. Like, who would win? It didn't do good. But it's all right. I went back to COTC for a while, but then you can see the lessons I learned from the previous game there really started to fully materialize once we get just a little bit further ahead to boom, boom, boom right here. This is why DQ Dragon Quest Tact was such an important pivotal point as well, because it got me into the Dragon Quest Monsters games. It didn't get me into it, but that was also, this was the next big game. You can see I did guides. And then what I really learned is that when you're done with the game, I just went on directly to the next one. So now we're in 2024 now, you know, this is this year. And so I went from Dragon Quest Monsters right into Yakuza, from Yakuza directly into, you know, after I finished Yakuza, I went directly into the current game, Unicorn Overlord. And then after Unicorn Overlord, I'm going directly into Yuden Chronicles. I can't say it, all right? But then this is really where the whole Plat really kind of, I mean, that's how we got to where we are now. Now I'm doing daily guides and stuff like that. The views aren't insane, right? These aren't insane views, but they're just, like, consistently better. And the big videos are still doing pretty well. None of these are, like, the best of videos I've ever done, but they're still doing good. And so I'm no longer stuck to a single game. Now I play a game until, like, I'm completely done with it. I really am, like, I just finish it. Like, I try to get every ounce of content I can out of the game, and then I move on to the next game and try to do the next thing. And so it's kind of, it's the style of content is kind of weird, because it's not like a one game Andy where you just play one game forever and always, but it's also not like a new video game every day thing. It's kind of like, and for me, it's this little bit of a sweet spot where I get to really fully enjoy these games, but after I get to a point where I don't enjoy them that much, I move on. And the audience seems to be okay. A lot of the audience sticks around. A lot of them, because a lot of these games are in similar veins, they seem to want to keep going with me to play these other games. And I just really, I appreciate that. So now here we are. The most recent video is going to be today's video, but it's not uploaded yet, obviously, because I'm recording it right now. But let's take a look at some analytics. And we don't need to keep talking that much longer. The whole point of this video is to say thank you. So, in the last 28 days, I have gotten $588. It's actually a little bit lower. If you look at like the last previous like 28 days, like I was up to like $900 or something, right? In a 28-day period during my peak of Unicorn Overlord. But as a game's hype dies down, so does your other stuff. And honestly, Yakuza did pretty well for me too. 194,000 views, 15,000 hours of watch time, 435 subscribers, 10,005 subscribers. So, but like what's really important, if we go into the analytics and we look at like lifetime, this is what you really got to notice and take away. Look at lifetime. All right. This is the video in 2015, average daily views, right? One for years and years and years. And remember that big One Step from Eden thing I was excited about? That's here. This is One Step from Eden. Then this is Dragon Quest Tact. This is Octopath COTC, I think. I think this is Octopath COTC. And then I think this is Octopath Traveler 2. And then this is basically Dragon Quest, Monsters, Yakuza, and then Unicorn Overlord. So you can see here, it's like, even though I'm not doing crazy well right now, I mean, like, look how many years. I've only made 8,000 doing YouTube in the last year. Or sorry, since I've started YouTube. In the last 90 days is almost a quarter of it. The last 3 months is almost 25% of all the money I've done. So in the last 10 years, I've made 8,000, and in the last 90 days, this part right here is almost is 25% of all the money. So it just shows like you can start making progress if you just really, really try. But it also requires learning. And like I've seen a lot of creators come up way after me, like start making videos after me and get way more popular way fast. Are they just way, way better at making videos and stuff? Probably. But, and I don't want to blame it on their. Yes, you know, I got a job. They have jobs too, right? Everyone has jobs. The point is, I'm just doing my best. That's all there is to it. And maybe their best is better. But even if you're just like me and your best isn't that good, and it takes years to kind of learn what people want and to adapt and to get better. And I'm not done. I'm still going to try to get a lot better, get better at thumbnails, get better at, you know, promoting my videos, get better at structure. This video sucks, but this video is designed to suck. This video is designed for just me to talk about me, about getting 10,000 subscribers, and kind of the journey there. And in case anyone is interested in a little more deep look at the Plat, kind of what that is like. But yeah, this is here. This is our analytics. This is 3.1 million views. But if we look at total lifetime views, 3.1 million. The last 90 days is almost a million of that. And the last 28 days is 194,000. But like if we look at the last year, 1.3 million. Out of 10 years, almost like we're approaching half of everything as in the last year. And the only reason it's not is like if you looked at it's like all from here to here, right? All from February 2023 until April 2024 is like 90% of everything that I did. And I still did videos every day for a long time. And it's, you know, just stick with it. If you want to get good at something, you got to practice a lot. And am I good at it yet? I don't know, but I'm getting better and I'm going to keep going better. And now I finally gotten to a point where a game company reached out to me. Well, I filled out a survey or something. So who knows, maybe they got that one. But like a game that my most excited game that I've wanted to play this whole year, I'm getting a free review copy of in advance. So I could play it and then make content for you guys. And so it's like, this is such a, I don't even know. I just never thought I'd make it nearly this far, right? Like you saw that thing. When I got 500 subscribers, I got so excited that I made a video saying like, hey, we're halfway there. I can get monetized. And I literally remember, if you look at like the revenue, like I remember this day right here, December 14th, 2020, the very first time I could be monetized and I made $1 from my YouTube videos. It's like, it's really hard to describe, but it felt like 5-6 years of work, of potentially hard work, finally had meaning. Even though it had meaning because it makes me happy and I would keep doing it without any money. And like it genuinely fills me with a sense of purpose and belonging and community, and I just like really enjoy it. But besides that, like this was the first time where I was like, someone is paying me to do this. And that felt really, really good. Going from $0 to being able to monetize and make $2 is infinite, you know. The difference between someone paying you $0 and someone paying you $1 is a bigger difference than someone paying you $1 and paying you $1,000, at least in a percent wise. You know, it feels like it's literally the world of difference. It's no one wants you to do this to like, hey, you're incentivized to keep doing this. So that was a really big day for me, and I really appreciate and really, it's not me, right? I mean, I know I make the videos, but like people click on them, people watch them, people share them. I mean, maybe people share them. I don't know if they do, but people that watch my videos and they comment and they respond and they've stuck around and not unsubscribed every time I've switched games. I mean, I'm a professional channel killer. Every time I'll be deep in with the community and doing pretty good video wise, and then every time I get bored, I'm like, I just can't fucking play this game anymore, and I just drop it like the next day. And they're like, did you quit this game? And I'm like, no, I didn't quit. I'm gonna come back. I'm just taking a break for a week. And then that week turned into a month. That month turned into 6 months, and then suddenly I just am on to a new game, doing a new thing because I don't want to play that game anymore. And now I finally channeled that. We're going from game to game, but these are single player games that after like we go through it all together as a community. I make as many videos as I can, and then I move on to the next video. And I'm still getting lots of videos on my Yakuza stuff. I get comments every day on my Yakuza videos. I get comments every now and then on my Dragon Quest videos. I get comments on all kinds of old videos, and it's really cool to be where I'm at right now. I never thought I'd get this far, and I appreciate it. Now, again, this is what is being at 10,000 change? Nothing. No offense. Listen, I love you all, and I appreciate my members and my supporters, but $588 a month is not going to pay my bills, right? Like, my mortgage is $2,600 a month, right? So this is not covering it. No offense. So nothing's going to change. I'm not any closer to doing this for a full-time job. I'm not going to work less just to do this. But, you know, it's the trajectory is heading that direction. So who knows? Maybe one day. That's the dream, that I could just be a full-time content creator for you guys. But for now, nothing's changing. 5,000 subscriber, 1,000 subscriber Plat is the same as 10,000 subscriber Plat. And even 10,000 and 100,000 will be the same kind of Plat. It'll just be maybe more content if I ever get to that point. But you know what? I don't know how many more milestones are coming up, what the big next one is. I guess 50,000 would be the next big one that I would care about. I mean, 15,000, 20,000, these are all just the same number. For me, halfway to 100,000 and then 100,000 are the big ones. But for right now, I mean, we're at 10,000. This is the biggest milestone. I could never have imagined getting this far at a point. We have 5 digits in our subscriber numbers. That's, I don't know. I thought other people, but not me. But today it is the Plat, and I really appreciate that. Guys, thank you very much. This is kind of a weird video. I know, but I mean, hopefully you liked it. It's not going to do that well view-wise, but that's not what this one's about. I'll have more Unicorn Overlord videos soon, and then I am working heavily on my next project that will start going live on the 21st. So you got, what, 3 days as of the recording of this, something like that, 3-4 days, depending on when it goes live. And yeah, there we go. Much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.